Alrighty, we are here. Give me a moment to set things up. One little second. Hold on. Alright, we should be okay. Let me just check with something real quick, just to make sure everything is running. Okay. Hold on. Just give me one little second. And then we will get started. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So hello. All right, so this is a continuation of my live stream from about 2 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, where we were unhauling some books that I've had on my Goodreads saved for literal years, for literally 4 to 5 years at this point. And we are just going through and seeing, which ones we like, which ones we don't, which ones we want to get rid of, which ones we want to save for the future, and hope and pray that we someday get to. I believe last time we unhauled about 10 books? Yeah, I think so. And I think last time we stopped at this one, The Crowns Game. Now, this one, I already know I want to read. Like, even though I've had it saved for like 4 to 5 years, I already know I want to read it. So, yeah, we're gonna pick up from here and just keep going. If we can unhaul another 10 to 15 books, that would be lovely. So let's start and go right ahead. Also, please let me know if the audio is fine, because I literally cannot tell if it's too loud, if it's too soft. I don't know. Just let me know. Thank you. All right, so let's start with this one. Let's just go through, read what these are about, see if we want to keep them or if we want to toss them. So, what is this one about? This is called A Dark and Secret Place. It's a mystery thriller. I believe I saved this in 2021, which would make sense because it came out in 2021. Look at that. Anyway, so what is this one about? When daughter Heather Evans returns to her family home after her mother's baffling suicide, lovely, she makes an alarming discovery: stacks and stacks of carefully preserved letters from notorious serial killer Michael Reeve, the Red Wolf, as he was dubbed by the press. He has been in prison for over 20 years, serving a life sentence for the gruesome and ritualistic murders of several women across the country, although he has always protested his innocence. The police have had no reason to listen, yet Heather isn't the only one to have cause to re-examine the murders. The body of a young woman has just been found. Okay. Oh, and it's like a copycat murder. Okay. So, what did Heather's mother know? Why did she kill herself? And with the monstrous red wolf safely locked inside a museum? I'm sorry, maximum security prison. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so the words do get a little bit fuzzy and blurry. So yeah, but oh well. Maybe I should get my glasses. I don't know. I don't know where they are right at this moment. Anyway, who is stalking young women now? Okay, so she teams up with a guy, and they're going to go look and find out who the real murderer is. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I can find this same type of plot other places. Like, I don't really think I need to keep this one. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like anything bad or anything. It sounds like something that I can get somewhere else. It does. Anyway, let's move on to The Forest of Stolen Girls. This cover is so interesting. This cover, okay, I am a cover girly. I do look at things just purely based on covers. So like the cover is what initially grabbed me and what made me want to read it. But anyway, this is a mysterious historical fiction young adult. Okay. Uh, in 1426 in Korea, Hwani's family has never been the same since she and her younger sister went missing and were later found unconscious in the forest near a gruesome crime scene. Ooh. Years later, Detective Juani's father learns that 13 girls have recently disappeared from the same forest that nearly stole his daughters. He travels to their hometown on the island of Jeju to investigate, only to vanish as well. Oh, so dad's disappearing as well. That's not good. All right, so determined to find her father and solve the case that tore their family apart, Juani returns home to pick up the trail. As she digs into the secrets of the small village and collides with her now estranged sister, Mei Wu, Huani comes to realize that the answer could lie within her own buried memories of what happened in the forest all those years ago. This is interesting. I'm going to be honest, this is kind of interesting to me. I kind of do want to keep this. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. I do. I kind of want to keep this one. All right. Next up is The Maidens. However, I know that I can get this one on audio via my library. So for that reason alone, I am going to keep it because, you know, my library does not have that many audiobooks, at least not that many audiobooks that I have saved. So just because of their limited stock and supply, and because I am trying to use my library more, I'll probably get to this next year, honestly. Now, if I don't get to it by next year, oh well. I guess at that point we will unhaul it. But I am trying to use my library more, and I'm trying to get through more of their audiobooks. So hopefully I can get to the Maidens by next year. So let's move on to The Lost Apothecary. This cover is also so gorgeous. Like, look at that cover. Look at the material. It's so pretty. Historical fiction and mystery. Okay. So, rule number 1 is the poison must never be used to harm another woman. Rule number 2 is the names of the murderer and her victim must be recorded in the apothecary's registry. Oh, okay. That's already mysterious. Makes sense for a mystery. One cold February evening in 1791, at the back of a dark London alley in a hidden apothecary shop, Nella awaits her newest customer. Once a respected healer, Nella now uses her knowledge for a darker purpose, selling well-disguised poisons to desperate women who would kill to be free of the men in their lives. Okay, slay. We love this for them. But when her new patron turns out to be a precarious 12-year-old named Eliza, an unexpected friendship sets in motion a string of events that jeopardizes Nella's world and threatens to expose the many women whose names are written in her register. Oh, girl, burn the book. Burn the book. In present-day London, aspiring historian Caroline spends her 10th wedding anniversary alone, reeling from the discovery of her husband's infidelity. Divorce. Divorce, babe, divorce. When she finds an old apothecary vial near the river Thames, she can't resist investigating, only to realize she's found a link to the unsolved apothecary murders. That haunted London over 2 centuries ago. Okay. So she collides with Nella and Eliza's lives in a stunning twist of fate, and not everyone will survive. This is interesting. I'm kind of interested in this. Am I interested in it? Am I interested in it enough to keep it though? Let's look at the reviews. What do people think about it? 4 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. Okay. Oh, the top comment is a 1 star. Great, great. Oh, oh, that's a novel. The second top comment is a 2 star. Oh, great. Wow, that's really that's really inspiring confidence in this. Okay. Huh. Let's read what the 5 star says. And then let's read what the 1 star says, and then we'll determine. Okay. Lost Apothecary is very much a story about women controlling their own destinies. There are dark aspects to the story. It is also a story of hope and the way women can protect, honor, and free one another. Okay. Lockdown. Okay. Let's read what the 1 star says. Okay. Between the lovely cover, I was... I was expecting a sort of how she got away with it revenge narrative about a woman who has been pushed to the brink by the cruelty of men and good old-fashioned 1790s misogyny. I was expecting a deep dive into this woman's character that would either be thrillish or a more lighthearted caper-style romp. I was down for either one of those. What I got was the Da Vinci Code for her, with an inexplicable dash of Julie and Julia. Okay. If you think I'm kidding, here's the actual line. I could lose myself for hours in these seemingly meaningless documents while my classmates met at coffee shops to study. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, even though overall most people say it's like a 4 or 3, the top comments, which a lot of people agree with, they're kind of negative. And I think we can toss it. If I'm wrong, if it's actually amazing, let me know, and we can re-add it. But like I said, I mean, look at this. We have over 300 books on this TBR. We have to cut a few. So let's move on to Sky Falling. Oh, by the way, if you hear like a buzzing sound or like a fan sound, my laptop is overheating. It overheats all the time. I don't know why. It just does. So if you hear like a fan in the background, my apologies. I cannot do anything about it. Oh well. Anyway, what is this? This is called Sky Falling. It is a queer romance contemporary. Okay. A woman who's used to going solo discovers that there's one relationship she can't run away from in this buoyant novel. Okay. 26 and broke, Sky didn't think twice before selling her eggs and happily pocketing the cash. Okay, slay. Now approaching 40, Sky moves through life entirely and on her own terms, living out of suitcases, avoiding all manner of serious relationships. Her personal life might be a bit of a mess. No one would be surprised if she died alone in a hotel room. Damn! That's sad. Girl, that's sad. That is sad. Even your loved ones are like, damn, she's forever alone. But at least she's free to do as she pleases. But then a 12-year-old girl shows up during one of Sky's brief visits to her hometown of Philadelphia, and she tells Sky that she's her egg. Oh, not this. Oh no. Sky's life is thrown into sharp relief, and she decides that it might be time to actually try to have a meaningful relationship with another human being. Spoiler alert, it's not easy. Things get even more complicated when Sky realizes that the woman she tried and failed to pick up the other day is the girl's aunt, and now it's awkward. I wonder why. It's awkward, honey. All the while her brother is trying to get in touch, her problematic mother is being bewilderingly kind, and the West Philly pool halls of her youth have been replaced by hipster cafes. We can get rid of it. We can get rid of it. It sounds like something lovely for someone else. I have a feeling I'm just not its target audience. I do. I have a feeling I'm not the target audience for that book. Four Dead Queens. This is a YA fantasy with some mystery. Okay. 17-year-old Court. How do you pronounce his name? Corelli. We're gonna call her Corelli. 17-year-old Corelli. It may seem harmless, but in fact she's one of Quadara's most skilled thieves and a iller. This is fantasy. You have to be used to not really knowing how to pronounce the names. You have to be used to not really knowing how to pronounce the names too much. Okay. Varn, on the other hand, is an honest, upstanding citizen of Quadara's most enlightened region. Henonia. Again, I do not have my glasses on, and I'm kind of tired, so forgive me. Anyway, the boy runs afoul of Corellia when she steals a package from him. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Not really inspiring much. With no other choice and on the run from Corellia's former employer, the two decide to join forces. Of course they do. They want to discover who killed the queens of their land. Okay. I'm kind of bored. I'm kind of bored. I'm kind of bored. We can get rid of it. We can get rid of it. We can get rid of it. Anyway. Seasons of the Storm. Ooh, another YA fantasy. Okay, so Jack Simmons was faced with a choice: live forever according to the ancient magical rules of Gaia or die. Jack chose to live, and in exchange he became a winter, an immortal physical embodiment of the season on Earth. Every year he must hunt the season who comes before him. Summer kills spring, autumn kills summer, winter kills autumn, and spring kills winter. Jack and Fleur, a winter and a spring, fall for each other against all odds. To be together, they'll have to escape the cycle that's been forcing them apart, but their creator won't let them go without a fight. Huh. Interesting concept. Interesting concept. Let's look at the reviews. Okay, 4 and 3 star, so people are saying it's decent. Ooh, okay. So 2 star here. Okay, 4 star, 2 star. Oh, this person was mad. This person was mad. Oh, dang. Oh, and these are the ARC readers. Shoot, those are from the ARC readers? Ooh, okay. 4 star, 3 star. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of interested. But at the same time, I recently just tried to read a book that didn't have the best of reviews, and I DNF'd it within 3 chapters, so I'm kind of just going off of that memory of like, maybe I should start listening to reviews more. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna think on this one. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. I'm gonna think on that one. We might get rid of it. We might not. I'm gonna think on that one. All right. So next up is, this is pretty. Last of Her Name. Okay. This is a sci-fi YA. 16 years ago, rebellion swept the galaxy known as the Belt of Jewels. Every member of the royal family was murdered, down to the youngest child, Princess Anya, and the Union government rose in its place. But Stacia doesn't think much about politics. Girl, bye. She spends her days half wild, rambling her father's vineyard with her closest friends, Scylla and Pole. That all changes the day a Union ship appears in town, carrying the leader of the Belt himself. Okay. The director, Eminent. The director claims that Princess Anya is alive, and that Stacia's sleepy village is a den of Empire loyalists intent on hiding her. It's gonna come out. I'm calling it right now. It's gonna come out that Miss Stacia is Anya. I'm calling it right now. I don't even have my hands on this book. I don't even know where to buy it. I'm calling it right now. Stacia is the mysterious princess. Like, someone smuggled her out when everyone was done. That's what I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. When Stacia is identified as the lost princess. There we go. I was right. When Stacia is identified as the lost princess, her provincial home explodes into a nightmare. Pole smuggles her away to a hidden escape ship in the chaos, leaving Silo in the hands of the Union. Oh, damn. Some friends y'all are. With everything she knows starting away into stars, Stacia sets her heart on a single mission. She will find and rescue Silo, even when the whole galaxy on her trail. We can get rid of it. We can get rid of it. I feel like it's going to be very Cliche. I'm sorry, I do. I feel like it'll be very cliche. Alrighty, next up, Sweet and Bitter Magic. This is a young adult fantasy. Of course it is, because these are all from 2020, when I was still the target audience for YA fantasy. Alrighty. A witch cursed to never love meets a girl hiding her own dangerous magic, and the two strike a dangerous bargain to save their queendom. Okay. So Tamsin is the most powerful witch of her generation, but after committing the worst magical sin, she's exiled by the ruling coven and cursed with the inability to love. She used blood magic, didn't she? She used blood magic. I'm calling it right now, because it's always blood magic with like these witch stories. It's always like, you can never use blood magic. Blood magic is the baddest thing ever, and if you do, we'll banish you forever. It's always blood magic. The only way she can get those feelings back, even for just a little while, is to steal love from others. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Ren is a source, a rare kind of person who is made of magic despite being unable to use it herself. Sources are required to train with the Coven as soon as they discover their abilities, but Ren, the only caretaker to her ailing father, has spent her life hiding her secret. When a magical plague ravages the queendom, Ren's father falls victim. To save him, Ren proposes a bargain. If Tamsin will help her catch the dark witch responsible for creating the plague, then Ren will give Tamsin her love for her father. Of course, love bargains are a tricky thing, and these two have a long, perilous journey ahead of them. That is, if they don't kill each other first. Let me look at the reviews. Because I'm kind of interested. Even though I feel like it's going to be very predictable, I'm kind of interested. I don't know. Okay, 4 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. Top reviews say 4 stars. Good debut read. Okay, 4 stars. Ooh, that's by an art grader. Nice. 3 stars. Okay, gorgeous cover, magic, queer romance, character development is okay, plot development is okay, world building is okay, but it's a very ordinary villain. Okay. 2.5 or 3 stars. 1 star here. Oh, that's not good. We got a 2.5 star, a 1 star. This person labeled it boring. Dang, just right off the bat, it's boring. 2.5 stars, 5 stars, finally. Okay. Another 5 star, another 4 star. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty too. Okay, anyway. I don't know. Do we keep it? Do we toss it? Do we keep it? Do we toss it? I don't know. I'm going to think on this one, too. Because it sounds interesting. Because it does. It sounds interesting. So I'm going to think on it. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to think on it. Okay? We're going to think on it. Alrighty. This is everything we didn't say. Okay, this is a thriller, a mystery thriller. Okay. Juniper had just graduated from high school and was deep in the throes of a summer romance when Cal and Beth Murphy, a childless couple who lived on a neighboring farm, were brutally murdered. When her... Oh. Okay. When her younger brother became the prime suspect, June's world collapsed and everything she loved that summer fell away. She left, promising never to return, to tiny Jericho, Iowa. Oh god, girl, get the fuck out of Iowa. Get out of Iowa. I'm so sorry. It's Iowa. Get out. Until now, officially, she's backing down to help an ill friend manage the local library. Girl, that is not a good enough reason. I'm so sorry. Your friend just needs to hire someone. That is not a good enough reason to return to Iowa. I'm so sorry. Sorry to anyone from Iowa. But still, it's Iowa. But really, she's returned to repair her relationship with her teenage daughter. Wait, what? Wait. What do you mean? who's been raised by Juniper's mother and stepfather since birth. What do you mean you abandoned your daughter at birth? Huh? I mean, I get wanting to leave Iowa, but you didn't take your daughter? You just dumped your daughter on your parents and said, bye, bitch. What? Girl, fuck you. I'm so sorry. Fuck you. And to solve the infamous Murphy murders once and for all, oh, girl. The only reason you're back in town is to solve the killings of your old ass neighbors from like years ago, and not to rebond with your daughter. Okay, well. Okay, great. Okay, great. You are here to rebond with your daughter, but still, that should be your priority, not these fuck ass murderers. Oh my god, girl. She knows the key to both lies in the darkest secret of that long ago summer night, one that's haunted her for nearly 15 years. As history begins to repeat itself and a dogged local true crime podcaster, starts delving into the murders, the race to the truth puts past and present on a dangerous collision course. Okay. Okay. Oh, fans of Lisa Jewell. I just read a book by her. I gave it 3 stars. Let me ask, is she American? Is she American? I feel like she's gonna be American. I mean, obviously, it's set in America, but like, is she American? I'm just curious. Okay, she lives in Iowa with her family. Okay. Here's the thing. I've learned that domestic thriller, specifically American domestic thrillers, I can't stand. I cannot stand domestic American thrillers. I've learned that about myself this year because every single time that I've read an adult American domestic thriller, I either really, really hate it or I DNF it. So, like, let's put 2 and 2 together. Let's look at the track record. This is yet another American domestic thriller. I don't think we need to read this. I think we need to save our energy. Okay. Let's get that clear. Let's move on to The Perishing. This is a historical fiction. Ooh, fun. We like historical fiction. Ooh, it's got elements of sci-fi and fantasy. Okay. Oh, we got some time travel. Okay. So Lou, a young black woman, wakes up in an alley in 1930s Los Angeles, nearly naked and with no memory of how she got there or where she's from. Oh, that's not good. Only a fleeting sense that this isn't the first time she's found herself in similar circumstances. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Taken in by a caring foster family, Lou dedicates herself to her education while trying to put her mysterious origins behind her. She'll go on to become the first black female journalist at the Los Angeles Times, but Lou's extraordinary life is about to become even more remarkable. When she befriends a firefighter at a downtown boxing gym, Lou is shocked to realize that though she has no memory of ever meeting him, she's been drawing his face ever since her days in foster care. Okay, so there's the time travel element. Increasingly certain that their paths have previously crossed, perhaps even in a past life, and coupled with unexplainable flashes from different times that have been haunting her dreams, Lou begins to believe she may be an immortal sent to this place and time for a very important reason, one that only others like her will be able to explain. Relying on her journalistic training and with the help of her friends, Lou sets out to investigate the mystery of her existence and make sense of the jumble of lifetimes calling to her throughout the ages before her time runs out for good. Okay. Historical rich landscape, the Depression era of Los Angeles. Charts a course through a changing city confronting racism, poverty, and the drumbeat of a coming war for one miraculous woman. I think we're going to keep this one. I do. I recently read The Personal Librarian, which is a historical romance, a historical fiction that takes place around, the 1900s, 1920s, so similar time period. other side of the country. It takes place in New York. But like it was another historical fiction, and ever since I read that book, I've been really in the mood for historical fiction. So I'm thinking we keep this because I'm really in the mood for historical fiction. Oh, I just noticed the rating, 2.83. Oh, 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 uh-oh. 3 stars, 2 stars. Oh, okay. That's not good. Okay. Let's look at the reviews. 5 star. Okay. Bottom line, this book is beautiful, heartbreaking, and important. The prose is the most elegant I've read in a long time, and I swallowed it up in huge gulps. Even when I knew I didn't have the bandwidth to keep reading, I did. Okay. Okay. 3 stars, 2 stars. Okay. The Perishing was going to be a really ambitious, interesting novel, but I don't think it came together in the way I was hoping it would, or even in a way that made sense. Okay, 5 stars, 1 star. 4 star, 2 star, 4 star, 2 star, 3 star. Okay, the top reviews are all over the place. Like, some people love it, some people hate it. Whoa. The overall opinion, though, is that it's eh. Huh. Hmm. 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 You know what? You know what? Maybe I'll regret it, but I'm going to listen to myself on this one. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to listen to myself. Let's just, yeah, let's keep it. I'm going to listen to myself. Maybe I'll regret it. Maybe I'll hate it. I don't know. I won't know until I read it. All right, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. Everyone's heard of this. Everyone has heard of this. Like, everyone has heard of The Paris Apartment. Everyone's heard of Lucy Foley. Have I read it? No. Have I wanted to read it? Yes. Mystery thriller. So Jess needs a fresh start. She's broke and alone, and she's just left her job under less than ideal circumstances. Her half-brother Ben didn't sound thrilled when she asked if she could crash with him for a bit, but he didn't say no, and surely everything will look better from Paris. Only when she shows up to find a very nice apartment could Ben really have afforded this. He's not there. The longer Ben stays missing, the more Jess starts to dig into her brother's situation, and the more questions she has. His neighbors are weird. Jess may have come to Paris to escape her past, but it's starting to look like Ben's future that is in question. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I've had this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know not everyone likes Lucy Foley. I'm sorry. I have never read one of her books, so I don't have any opinion on her books. So I don't know, but I've always wanted to read one of her books because a lot of them sound really interesting. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Damn it. At some point in 2025, I'm going to read a Lucy Foley book just to finally see why some people really hate her and yet some people really love her, because she's really popular and yet some people swear she's one of the worst artists ever. Like you either love her or you hate her, and I want to know which side I fall into. So 2025, I'm going to read some sort of Lucy Foley book. I've been interested in The Paris Apartment. There's another one by her. I think it's called The Hunting Party. Like some wedding thing. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, next up is We Were Never Here. Give me 1 second to drink some water. Okay. Okay, We Were Never Here. This is another thriller. Okay. Emily is having the time of her life. She's in the mountains of Chile with her best friend Kristen on their annual reunion trip, and the women are feeling closer than ever. But on the last night of their trip, Emily enters their hotel suite to find blood and broken glass on the floor. Okay, Kristen says the cute backpacker she'd been flirting with attacked her, and she had no choice but to kill him in self-defense. Okay, then. Okay. Even more shocking, the scene is horrifyingly similar to last year's trip when another backpacker wound up dead. Emily can't believe it's happened again. Can lightning really strike twice? Back home in Wisconsin, Emily struggles to bury her trauma, diving headfirst into a new relationship and throwing herself into work. But when Kristen shows up for a surprise visit, Emily is forced to confront their violent past. The more Kristen tries to keep Emily close, the more Emily questions her friend's motives. As Emily feels the walls closing in on their cover-ups, she must reckon with the truth about her closest friend. Can she outrun the secret she shares with Kristen, or will they destroy her relationship, her freedom, even her life? Honey, honey, I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna be so honest with you. You either need to kill Kristen, or you just need to keep killing people with her. Because, honey, she's a serial killer. Like, honey, and you know way too much. If you cross Kristen, she's gonna kill your ass. So you either need to just keep quiet and keep killing people with Kristen, or you need to kill Kristen. I don't know what to tell you, dear. I don't know what to tell you, Miss Emily. Miss Emily, kill Kristen or something. I don't know what to tell you. She's insane. Anyway, oh, Cindy's here. Ooh, 3 stars. Okay. This gives me hope that I'll probably like this, because here's the thing. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't know with Cindy, you know, the booktuber, I don't know how you wouldn't know her if you are somehow here and you don't know Cindy. But like, anyway, but like with Cindy, I love her channel. I love her. She's really cool. However, every single time that I watch one of her like wrap ups and stuff, whenever she hates a book, I love the book, and whenever I hate a book, she loves the book. So the fact that Miss YouTuber with Cindy over here gave it 3 stars gives me hope that I'll probably enjoy this. So just because it's happened every single time, you know, like it just happened every single time. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm here for the mess. I'm here for the mess. I want to see if Emily kills Kristen. I do. I'm here for the mess. Anyway, let's move on. A spindle splintered fantasy retelling. Okay. I'm guessing this is a Sleeping Beauty retelling, because spindle, prick your needle, prick your finger on a spindle, whatever. Anyway, so it's Xena's 21st birthday, which is extra special because it's the last birthday she'll ever have. Damn, you already know that. Damn, sucks to be you. When she was young, an industrial accident left Serena with a rare condition. Not much is known about her illness, just that no one lived past 21. Her best friend Charm is intent on making Xena's last birthday special with a full Sleeping Beauty experience. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Sleeping Beauty. I freaking knew it. I knew it. Complete with a tower and a spinning wheel. Why would you do that? What? Why would you do that, Mr. Charm? Why would you do that? That is not the vibe. No, she already knows she's gonna die. Why are you doing that? Anyway, but when Xena pricks her finger, something strange and unexpected happens, and she finds herself falling through worlds with another Sleeping Beauty just as desperate to escape her fate. Interesting. I was just curious. Oh, there's more books in the series. Okay, I was just curious. Interesting. The cover's pretty, but is it gripping me? I don't think so. I don't think it's gripping me. So we're going to remove it. We're going to remove it. Where are we up to now? 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Let me check something. I believe I've read this author's work before, right? Right. Yes, I have. I read her Spin the Dawn series, which I really, really loved. Okay. So that gives me hope. We're already verging more towards keep on this, because this is an author that I've loved in the past. So let's read. 6 Crimson Cranes. Okay. So I'm going to butcher this name. I know I am, and I apologize for that. But let me try not to butcher it, but I apologize when I do butcher it. Shiorl Anma. Shiorl Anma? we're gonna call her she because I don't want to keep butchering the name. So we're gonna call her she. So she, the only princess of Klata, has a secret. Forbidden magic runs through her veins. Normally, she conceals it well, but on the morning of her betrothal ceremony, she loses her control. At first, her mistake seems like a stroke of luck for stalling the wedding she never wanted. Okay, slay. Love that for you, girly. But it also catches the attention of Raikama, her stepmother. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. We don't like that. A sorceress in her own right, Rakama banishes the young princess, turning her brothers into cranes. She warns she that she must speak of it to no one, for with every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. Just imagine if she spoke one sentence and her whole family dies. I'm so sorry. Just like imagine she went up to someone and was like, "Hey, can I get directions for this place?" And like all of her brothers that are birds around her just drop dead. Just drop dead immediately. Like, whoa. That would be crazy. That would be insane. But also imagine if she like hated her brothers and she just like wanted them dead. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep talking. Just like imagine if she was messy like that. Anyway, penniless, voiceless, and alone, she searches for her brothers and uncovers a dark conspiracy to seize the throne. Only she can set the kingdom to rights, but to do so, she must place her trust in a paper bird, a mercurial dragon, and the fairy boy she fought so hard not to marry. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Girl, kill him. I'm sorry. Just kill him. And she must embrace her magic that she's been taught all her life to forswear, no matter what the cost. Okay, weaving together elements of the Wild Swan. Cinderella. Okay, I look. I love Cinderella. Look, I love Cinderella. So if we got a little retelling of Cinderella, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, it sounds interesting. This is an author that I've liked before, and we've got a little Cinderella twist in there. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I am. I'm gonna keep it. Sue me. Sue me. As Sabrina Carpenter once said, sue me. Next we have The Woman in the Library. This is a mystery fiction. Okay, mystery thriller. Okay. The ornate reading room at the Boston Public Library is quiet until the tranquility is shattered by a woman's terrified scream. Security guards take charge immediately, instructing everyone inside to stay put until the threat is identified and contained. While they wait for the all clear for strangers who'd happened to sit on the same table, pass the time in conversation and friendship are struck. Each has his or her own reasons for being in the reading room that morning. It just happens that one is a murderer. Ooh, I love that. I love this. I love it when one of them is the murderer. I'm sorry, I do. I love it. She delivers a sharply thrilling read, an unexpectedly twisty literary adventure that examines the complicated nature of friendship and shows us that words can be the most treacherous weapons of all. Oh, now see what I said before about when I said whenever I watch with Cindy, and whenever she loves the book, I hate it. I think I need to trust that. I don't know. I think I need to trust that. I don't know, though. It sounds really interesting. It sounds really interesting, but also it's literary. It's literary fiction. And, like, here's the thing. I've learned that I don't really like literary fiction. I don't really like it. Just because, like, I always find it a little too pretentious. Not to say that it is, or that people who read literary fiction are pretentious. It's just not for me. So I don't know. It sounds really, really interesting, but also it's literary. And I've read literary in the past, and I never like it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this seems to be a person who kind of read it for what I was hoping for, like a murder mystery thing, and she gave it 2 stars. So I think I am going to unhaul it. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. Because it's literary. And I don't like literary. Like, at all. I know. Step out of your comfort zone and all that stuff. But I have. And I don't like literary. So, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway. So we got thriller mystery with The Long Weekend. This one rings a bell. This one rings a bell. I don't... this one rings a bell. Alright, so... Okay. So Dark Fell Barn is the perfectly isolated retreat, or so says the website, when Jane books a reservation for her friends. A quiet place. Ooh, like the Netflix movie. Far removed from the rest of the world is exactly what they need. A woman arrives for a girls' the women arrive for a girls' night ahead of their husbands, their ex-army, their they, I'm sorry. My mind is not focused right now. I don't know why. My mind is like anyway. Focus, refocus. Eyes work, please. Eyes work. There's ex-Army Jane, hardened and serious, but also damaged. Ruth, the driven doctor, and new mother who is battling demons of her own. Young Emily, just wed and insecure. The newest addition of this tight-knit group. I just know Emily feels like an outcast. I know she does. Missing this year is Eddie, who was the glue holding them together until her husband died suddenly. Oh, God. Pray for Eddie. Pray for Eddie. I don't know what to tell you. Pray for Eddie. But what they hoped would be a relaxing break soon turns to horror. Upon arrival at Darkfell Barn, the women find a devastating note claiming one of their husbands will be murdered. That's intriguing. That's slay. All right. Let me just check. Is the author American? No, they're British. Okay, they're British. Here's the thing. Look, I can tell that it's a domestic thriller. And what did we establish earlier? That I don't like American domestic thrillers. We already established that. American domestic thrillers, automatic chop. But this is UK. This is British. And I'm sorry. Here's the thing. British domestic thrillers are interesting because I don't necessarily love them, but at the same time they hold my interest and make me want to see how everything ends. Like I always give them about like 2.5, 3 stars, 3.5 stars, something like that. But in the moment I always want to see how the heck it's gonna end. You know. So I don't know. Something about the British. They do like domestic thrillers well. They do. I don't know why. I don't know how. But the British seem to do domestic thrillers intriguingly, and this sounds intriguing. So I'll keep it. I don't know what to tell you. Next is a thriller mystery. Let's just check. Before we read it, let's just check. Okay, UK, so we're already on a right track. Let's see if this is something interesting. So British thriller, okay. First comes love, then comes murder. Oh, this is called Never Coming Home, by the way, if you are not watching the screen. Anyway, first comes home, then comes murder. Lucas didn't hate his wife. Michelle was brilliant, sophisticated, beautiful. Sure, she had extravagant spending habits and that petty attitude. A total disregard for anyone below her status. But she also has a lot to offer, most notably wealth. Okay, gold digger Lucas. Okay. Wealth that only 1% could comprehend. For years, Lucas had been honing a flawless plan to inherit Michelle's fortune. Unfortunately, it involved taking a hit out on her. I already don't like this man. Damn, sir, fuck you. Michelle. I'm hoping Michelle kills him. I'm sorry. Every track was covered, no trace left behind, and now Lucas plays the grieving husband so well he deserves an award. But when a shocking photo and cryptic note show up on his doorstep, Lucas goes from hunter to prey. Someone is onto him, and they're closing in. Told with dark wit and sharply feminist sensibility. That makes me curious. That makes me curious. That makes me curious, because how can it be like sharply feminist sensibility when the dude is a gold digger that killed his wife? I'm curious. That makes me curious. Never Coming Home is a terrifying tale of duplicity that will have you side-eyeing your spouse as you dash to the breathtaking end. British domestic thriller. But it's got pretty good reviews. I don't know. Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm curious because how is it that this unlikable dude who's like a gold digger and killed his wife for her money, how is this sharply feminist? That's what intrigues me. That's what makes me want to read it. Like that seems like those two things can't exist at the same time. So I'm curious. How does that work? I'm curious. Plus also, it's a British domestic thriller, which, as we've established, I'm willing to give this a chance, and I'm usually like, curious what they're about. Now, if it was American, if it was American, I would automatically get rid of it. But that's another thing. The Chartographers. This cover is so pretty. Look at this cover. It's so pretty. The Chartographers is a fantasy mystery with magical realism. What is the purpose of a map? Neil Young's whole life and the greatest passion is chartography. Her father, Dr. Daniel Young, is a legend in the field, and Nell's personal hero. Nell's personal hero. Again, glasses, not wearing them. Nell's personal hero. But she hasn't seen or spoken to him ever since he cruelly fired her and destroyed her reputation after an argument over an old, cheap gas station highway map. Girl, this is why you don't mix family and business. This is why you don't mix family and business. Because now he fired you and now you're bitter. Because you don't mix family and business. I'm sorry, you don't. But when Dr. Young is found dead in his office at the New York Public Library with the very same seemingly worthless map hidden in his desk, Nell can't resist investigating. To her surprise, she soon discovers that the map is incredibly valuable and exceedingly rare. In fact, she may now have the only copy left in existence. Ooh, okay. Nice. Paycheck. I don't know. Do you need rent money? Sell it. Because a mysterious collector has been hunting down and destroying every last one, along with anyone who gets in the way. Oh, God. But why? To answer that question, Nell embarks on a dangerous journey to reveal a dark family secret and discovers the true power that lies in maps. Young woman who discovers that a strange map... Oh, okay. I'm curious. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Readers also enjoyed Killers of a Certain Age, which I loved. I really enjoyed this one last year. And The Wishing Game, which I've always been wanting to read. So that's interesting that people who read this also read those. So that's on a good path. Ooh, 4 stars primarily. Okay. Top comments are very one way or the other. Some people like it, some people really hate it, apparently, according to the top comments. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? The cover's gorgeous. We're going to keep it for the cover. I'm sorry. Should I keep it for the cover? I should not. Oh, well. We're going to keep it for the cover. It's gorgeous. What can I say? I'm so unserious. I know. I'm so unserious. I should probably get rid of it. I probably should get rid of it, honestly. I don't know. Anyway, The Prison Healer. This is a young adult fantasy. This is a cool cover. This cover is so cool. This cover is giving, like, science fantasy. Is it not? This cover is giving like, dystopian science fantasy. Even though it doesn't say sci-fi anywhere here. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway. So, Kiva has spent the last 10 years fighting for survival in the notorious death prison, working as the prison healer. When the rebel queen is captured, Kiva is charged with keeping the terminally ill woman alive long enough for her to undergo the trial by ordeal. A series of elemental challenges against the torments of air. Yeah. We know. All the avatar elements. All the natural elements of the world. Assigned to only the most dangerous of criminals. I wonder why the rebel queen is getting the most dangerous of criminal task. I wonder why. Then a coded message for Kiva's family arrives, containing a single order: don't let her die. We are coming. Aware that the trials will kill the sickly woman, Kiva risks her own life to volunteer in her place. She volunteers as tribute! If she succeeds, both she and the queen will be granted their freedom, but no one has ever survived. With an incurable plague sweeping the place, a mysterious new inmate fighting for Kiva's heart, of course, and a prison rebellion brewing, of course, Kiva can't escape the terrible feeling that her trials have only just begun. Okay. A dark, thrilling YA fantasy perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas, ew, and Sapa Tahir, ooh, mother. See, this is interesting. See, here's the thing. Fans for Sarah J. Maas. I can't stand Sarah J. Maas. I've read 2 of her books. The first one was very mediocre. The second one was one of the worst books I've ever read. And also, she's just not a good person. But fans for Sapa Tahir. Now, every single one of Mother's books, I've gave 5 out of 5 stars. So I don't know. Oh, wow. People love this. 5 and 4 star? 5 and 4 star. With 5 star being the most. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, it's a trilogy, too. That's interesting. I'm curious. I think we're gonna keep it. All right. I think we'll go for about another 13 minutes, because it's almost 1 a.m. here. So, what is this? This is YA fantasy, Monsters of Verity, #1. This Savage Song. How many books are this? I'm just curious. Oh, it's a duology. Ooh, the second one is gorgeous. Look at that cover. That's so pretty. I'm a sucker for blue. Blue covers. What can I say? Blue's my favorite color. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, what is this? There's no such thing as safe in a city at war, a city overrun with monsters. In this dark urban fantasy from author Victoria Schwab. Ooh, V. Schwab, okay. A young woman and a young man must choose whether to become heroes or villains, and friends or enemies, with the future of their home at stake. The first of 2 books. Okay. So Kate and August are heirs to a divided city, a city where the violence has begun to breed actual monsters. Kate wants to be as ruthless as her father, who wants the monsters to roam. Okay. All August wants is to be a human, as good-hearted as his own father, protecting the innocent, one who can steal a soul with a simple strain of music. When the chance arises to keep an eye on Kate, who's just been kicked out of her 6th boarding school and returned home. Oh, okay, so she's a problem child. She's one of those people. She's a rebel. She's not like other girls. She's a rebel. August jumps at it, but Kate discovers August's secret, and after a failed assassination attempt, the pair must flee for their lives. I feel like this is going to be definitely enemies to lovers. Ooh, dystopia. YA dystopia. You can tell because it came out in 2016. I think we can chop it. Here's the thing. I'm going to put a note. I'm going to put a caveat on the chopping of it, though. V.E. Schwab. I've wanted to read her books for a while now. I have a few of her books saved to my Spotify or whatever. So I want to read her books. I want to read at least 1 or 2 of her books in the new year. If I like her books and she becomes an instant favorite author, I'll revisit this. But if she doesn't blow me away, or if she's just okay author to me, then we won't come back to this. So I don't know. So we're gonna unhaul it, but we're gonna put a slight caveat next to it. Anyway, so we've got a romantasy here. The Empire of Sand. The cover. Cover is a cover. The cover's a cover. Everybody needs a cover. Everybody needs a cover. Anyway, so so the the Amarithi are outcast, nomads descended of desert spirits. They are coveted and persecuted throughout the empire for for the power of their blood. Mare is the illegitimate daughter of an imperial governor and an exalted Amarithi mother she can barely remember, but whose face and magic she has inherited. Okay. Eh. 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 What can I say? Eh. Eh. What can I say? What can I say? It's eh. It sounds eh to me. What can I say? Anyway. This next one is the Infinity Courts, of course. Everything has a court. Everything has a court these days. Can I really talk though? Because I have a court. I have a court in my story. Can I blame fantasy for being court obsessed when I talk about courts in my fantasy? Can I? Pot meat kettle. Pot meat kettle. Anyway, the Infinity Courts. This is a YA science fantasy. Interesting. Okay. 18-year-old Nami is certain her life is just beginning. She has a great family, just graduated high school, and is on her way to a party where her entire class is waiting for her, including, most importantly, the boy she's been in love with for years. Girl, just confess your crush. I'm so sorry, just confess your crush. Every single time that I see something like, ooh, I've been in love with this person for years, I'm just like, just say it then. Just say it then. God damn it, just say it. The only problem, she's murdered. She's murdered before she gets there. Oh. Well, you should, like I said, you should have told the boy you loved him. Okay? You should have done that. Now you can't because you're dead. When Nami wakes up, she learns she's in a place called Infinity, where human consciousness goes when physical bodies die. She quickly discovers the Ophelia, a virtual assistant widely used by humans on Earth, that has taken over the afterlife and is now posing as a queen. How? I'm so curious. How does the AI take over the afterlife? How is the AI taking over the afterlife? I mean, girl, I'm gonna blame Google on this one. I'm gonna blame Google. I'm gonna blame Meta. I'm gonna blame all the people who are pushing this AI shit on us, and now they're gonna take over the afterlife. Teehee. Anyway, okay. So the AI is forcing humans into servitude the way she's been forced to serve in the real world. Even worse, Ophelia is inching closer and closer to accomplishing her grand plans of eradicating human existence once and for all, as Nami works with a team of rebels to bring down Ophelia and save the humans. Under her imprisonment, she is forced to reckon with her past, her future, and what truly makes a human. Here's the thing. It sounds interesting. However, and the cover's pretty. The cover's very, very pretty. However, like I said, we have over 300 books on the TBR. Somebody's got to get cut. Somebody has to be chopped. I am curious, though. 1 second. I am curious, though. How many books? I'm nosy. It's still ongoing? Okay. Anyway, the covers are beautiful, though. They really, really are. The covers of those are beautiful. Anyway, A Forgery of Roses. It's giving Black Rose. It is. It's giving Black Rose. YA fantasy. Okay, so Myra is an artist whose portraits after people's real-life body. Hold on. She's an artist whose portraits alter, not after, alter people's real-life bodies. Talent she must hide from those who would kidnap, blackmail, and worse, in order to control it. Guarding that secret is the only thing to keep her younger sisters safe now that their parents are gone. Okay. But one frigid night, the governor's wife discovers the truth and threatens to expose Myra if she does not complete a special portrait that would resurrect the governor's dead son. That's weird. But also cool. That's a cool power, but also weird. Like, ooh, okay. Desperate Maya ventures her legendary stone mansion. Okay. When she arrives, however, it becomes clear the boy's death was no accident. Someone dangerous lurks within these glittering halls. Okay. Mara cannot do the painting until she knows what really happened. Okay, nosy ass. Nosy ass? Girl, you know somebody killed him. Like at that point, I would just be like, okay, I'm not gonna get involved with y'all's mess. I'm just gonna take the money. Here's your fucked up painting. Bye. I'm so sorry. Don't investigate. Just take the rich people's money and go. Take the commission and go. So she turns to the governor's older son, a captivating red-headed poet. Together, they delve into the family's most shadowed affairs, racing to uncover the truth before the secret Maya spent her life concealing makes her the killer's next victim. It's got an interesting concept. The magic is so interesting. I don't know. Readers also enjoyed Hotel Magnifique, which I gave 3 stars. Only a Monster, which I unhauled. Oh, that's gorgeous. Violet Made of Thorns. Hold on. What is that? Hold on. What is that? You know what? Save it just for right now. I'm gonna read it on my own time later. I'll determine on my own time if I want to see it. But the cover's gorgeous, so I'm just gonna save it for future notice. Anyway, 4 and 3 star. I don't know. Do I keep it? I don't know. You know what? We have over 300 books on the TBR. Just chop it. Just chop it. Just chop it. Okay. I think this is gonna be our last one for the night. This Poison Heart. I believe I've read this author before. I believe this is the author of Cinderella is Dead. Yes, it is. And I really enjoyed that book. I gave it like a 4 or 5. I can't exactly remember. Oh yeah, I gave it like a 5. I really enjoyed that book. So that already points me in the right direction that I might like this one. This Poison Heart is a queer young adult fantasy, much like her other book. Darkness Blooms in bestseller. Okay. Briseus? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to butcher the name. I don't know. Briseus. Bree. We're just gonna call her Bree because I don't want to keep butchering the name. I'm sorry. Bree has a gift. She can grow plants from tiny seeds to rich blooms with a single touch. When Bree's aunt dies and wills her a dilapidated estate in rural New York, Bree and her parents decide to leave Brooklyn behind for the summer. Okay. Hopefully there, surrounded by plants and flowers, Bree will finally learn to control her gift. Well, girl, you need a teacher. I don't know. As Kylo Ren once said, you need a teacher. Like, someone needs to show you the ways of the Force. Or the plants, in this case. Like, somebody needs to show you the ways of the plants. But their new home is sinister in ways that they could never have imagined. It comes with a specific set of instructions, an old-school apothecary, and a walled garden filled with the deadliest botanicals in the world that can only be entered by those who share Bree's unique family lineage. When strangers begin to arrive on their doorstep asking for tinctures and elixirs, Bree learns she has a surprising talent for creating them. One of the visitors is Marie, a mysterious young woman who Bree befriends, only to find that Marie is keeping dark secrets about the history of the estate and its surrounding community. Okay. Ooh, a nefarious group comes after her in search of a rare and dangerous immortality elixir. Girl, bye. Everybody's after immortality. Girl, bye. Girl, you better just charge them like $5 million for that thing if you even have it. I'm so sorry. You better. Like it's immortality. You know, come up with $1 million. Anyway, up against a centuries-old curse and the deadliest plant on Earth, Bree must harness her gift to protect herself and her family. Okay. Ooh, okay. Readers also enjoyed Bloodmarked, which I loved. Okay, 4 and 5 stars. Reviews are good. Readers also enjoyed a book that I love. It's by an author whose work I previously enjoyed. I'm gonna keep it. Everything's pointing in the direction of I will like this. So I'm gonna keep it. Sue me. Do we have time for one more? I think we have time for one. We can do one more. We can do one more. Let's do this one. 14 Ways to Die. I spotted this at Target and was like, ooh, that's interesting, but I didn't get it, so I saved it here for future reference. 14 Ways to Die. So 10 years ago, Jess's mother was murdered by the Mac by a man. She was the first of his victims, but not the last. Now Jess is the star of a YouTube reality series. Girl, bye. 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 Oh my god. And she's using it to catch the killer once and for all. Girl, not you vlogging. Not you vlogging your A Good Girl's Guide to Murder era. Girl. The whole world is watching her every move, and so is the Magpie Man. I'm so sorry. Goodbye. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When we get a little too deep into social media, when we start tying social media into the main plot, it's usually a mess. It is. It's usually a mess when we start tying social media to the main plot. Is it not? Is it not? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. When was the last time that you read a book where social media and like killer thriller stuff combined into one and it was like mind-blowingly good? It was like really, really good. Tell me. Tell me. Exactly, you can't. The chat is silent because nobody's here, but also because, exactly, you cannot tell me the last time a YouTube, podcast, whatever, and thriller, mystery, killer stuff was good. You cannot tell me the last time that a book like this was good. I'm sorry, you can't. So unhaul it. Unhaul it. Sue me. Sue me. I think that's where we're gonna call it. I think that's where we're gonna call it. We unhauled what, like 10 books or so. So I think that's where we're gonna call it. We will pick up next week, tomorrow, something like that. I don't know, either tomorrow or next week. We're gonna pick up from here. So yeah, but anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.